Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we got some stuff going on. We have a JP data download, and then we also have the global celebration info I want to cover. I would say that there's not really any surprises here in the JP data download. So what we have here is the top row. The World Tournament characters are going to be coming this weekend, just like with Global. Global is now caught up, you know, with the Battlefield that's going to drop in a few hours when Topo releases. Global is now going to be caught up in terms of Battlefields and World Tournaments. So, you know, the Battlefield that drops tonight is the same Battlefield JP has right now, and the World Tournament this weekend is the same World Tournament that JP has right now. So we're seeing the sync, like, kind of like take shape right before our eyes. We'll talk about the global stuff later, but I do think Jiren is probably next week, but we'll talk about it. I've been mentioning that a while, but it does seem like Jiren is probably going to be next week. Okay, so here's these characters. By the way, I do not think that there's going to be another EZA or anything like that. We saw the Goku and Piccolo, and I didn't think it was going to be part of the Master Roshi celebration. It's either a worldwide or probably even afterwards. And it does seem like probably worldwide. I don't know. I mean, we could very easily get a movie theme. You know, there's a lot of different stuff they could do. But, you know, I think, like, Broly stuff would make sense. There's a lot of Broly EZAs kind of just sitting there. So, probably for the Goku and Piccolo. And then the other thing is, there's no way we're going to see Kid Goku Super EZA, another Super EZA, or another EZA for the celebration. I don't think so, because if we take a look at this. So, this is, you know, this week's content, the data download, right? Next week, I mean, this is going to be like the worldwide download celebration countdown. I'm not expecting next week, like, oh, here's the Kid Goku Super EZA, or here's, well, I mean, it could be Goku and Piccolo's EZA, I guess, but it's not going to be part of Roshi. It's going to be leading into worldwide. So, I think that this week right here, this is it for the Roshi celebration. We're looking at the last content that this Roshi celebration is going to get right here, is what I'm thinking. There's not really too much. They did announce a Videl burst mode, so we have that. There's the World Tournament coming. There's a Patan coming for both versions. Patan is caught up as well. The PEPPY Gal event. What is this? Exciting heroine battle? What? Because I always use, like, the official, exciting heroine battle. So we're gonna get stages 4, 5, and 6, which should be Android 18, Bulma, and MAI. Should be the 3 stages. There's going to be some more titles, stones, and then clear stage 6 with Master Roshi. So nothing really good for us to see here. Well, okay, nothing really surprising or notable. Interesting that we're only going to get the one mission here just for Roshi. Because there was other... Well, I guess... Oh, no. This is clear stage 4, 5, and 6 with the PEPPY Gal characters. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's that. We got the schedule. I mean, we could just talk about some of these characters quickly for the end. I mean, let's start with the 2 summonable characters. So, COCOTTE here, to me, seems very, very interesting. This is a big-time character because she's a Universe 11 character. I mean, I look at what she's doing. She's going to be better than Dispo in the Goku and Frieza fight. And she's probably going to be better than Jiren, too. Probably. I mean, I'm going to want to see what her attack stats and stuff like that is looking like. But this seems like a very interesting character for the Goku and Frieza fight. I suppose they didn't mind making a good option for the fight, considering that she's just like, you know, you would have to use stones on this, like, really crappy banner, I guess, is kind of the thing there. But she seems pretty good. Again, Dispo sucks in the Goku and Frieza fight. Dispo is, like, terrible. Because, like, Dispo could easily get locked in slot 1, which would be really bad for him against 17. He can't dodge against 17 and Golden Frieza. He does have type advantage, though, so depending upon the situation, he could tank well against them. And then in the final phase, I mean, I've not seen Dispo do damage to Goku and Frieza personally yet. Now, I mean, people will say that and they'll go, "Oh, it's so easy," and then like Tech UI Goku's domain up and stuff like that. But remember, I mean, if we're doing a Universe 11, well, you could do the Universe 11 mission with Tech UI Goku, but if we're gonna do like full Universe 11, there's gonna be no Tech UI Goku for that. Dispo needs to do so many super attacks to do damage to Goku and Frieza, so I just don't like him for that fight. So here we have COCOTTE, and then we've also got MAI. Now, MAI also seems pretty interesting, right? MAI is going to be a 70% chance to dodge character if we have PEPPY Gal characters or Dragon Ball Saga characters. Those are the two types that she needs. And she's going to be giving 60% support, 70% dodge, and then she could potentially quad super. Like, her attacking stuff is very similar to Launch, right? So, MAI seems good. I like this. This, to me, seems like a very effective character. Absolutely. She does have a new name, too, right? Because we did have, MAI before, but it's My Future, right? Yeah, it's My Future. Yep. So this is actually a new named character. MAI and then COCOTTE are both new named characters right there. Okay, sure. But yeah, this MAI will be effective for the Roshi team. I mean, the Roshi team would be very interesting if we think about it now. It basically is the UI Goku Juice session, right? The Dragon Ball Saga PEPPY Gal team is like the UI Goku milking chamber or something, because every character, you got Roshi, look how much support Roshi's given, his active skill, you've got my support, Bunny Bulma support, LR Bulma support. It's like you're gonna see the UI Goku, they're just, the entire team is support. A lot of dodge or die, though. That's the one thing with the Roshi team, is all of these characters. I mean, even LR Bulma, she's not a dodge character, but she's dodge or die with hit of potential system dodge. And then, you got Bunny Bulma, who's dodge or die. Roshi is not really. I mean, he could tank, but I mean, it depends. I mean, he can't go slot 1, obviously, against like Goku and Frieza and stuff like that. But yeah, so here's MAI. What else do we have? So we have the two EZAs. Yeah, we could quickly talk about these two. Kawaii and Margarita. So, same thing. Margarita is super important, actually, because she's the Universe 11 character for that mission. In particular, Margarita is actually a long-time unit that's been on every banner. So, players, I would say, you've got a good chance that you would be able to, probably have her. I would imagine, players who've been playing for a while, they've got Margarita. They've probably got Kawaii. So that's going to be, well, Kawaii doesn't matter so much. I'm not really sure what they were doing with Kawaii. It's like she's got a lot of stuff in here, but it's like she's not doing anything like elite. It's not, she's barely on teams. Right, tournament participant, PEPPY Gal, Universal's Rival Saga. I just don't, I don't really see it with Kawaii. If you're doing, a Super Battle Road run for tournament participants or something like that, sure. But they should have, I don't know. I mean, they either should have given her, a lot, I thought maybe, 50% damage reduction when she supers, if the enemy is attack down, defensive down, sealed, stunned, or something like that. It would make her invincible. She'd be like LR Goku or LR 17 and Golden Frieza. But I don't know why that'd be an issue if the enemy has to be debuffed for that. Because the two hardest fights in the game right now, you can debuff. The third hardest fight you can sell max, but you still have to live a couple of turns before you can actually debuff. So, yeah, I not a fan of what they did with Kawaii. I'm not a fan. Now, Margarita seems really crazy. Yeah, look at it, dude. Wow, yeah. So when the whole rotation is Universe 11, she gets 30% damage reduction. And then oh, wait, is this not, I gotta ask Goresh about this line. this is every turn? I'll have to double check with Gresh about this line. So Margarita is giving, I mean, to Topo and Jiren, she's giving 70% support. She's Rainbow Orb changing. She has 70% dodge. She has 30% damage reduction. And she gives damage reduction support. Like this, I've mentioned many times how Dokkan will drop a really tough mission. And it's very tough. And, you know, players will get mad. Oh my god, it's so unfair. And then Dokkan will begin to just turn that category into the sun. And that's what's happening right here. We literally just saw this earlier in the year with Artificial Lifeform. The day Artificial Lifeform dropped on JP, at the mission felt nearly impossible. Because this was even before LR Buhan got his EZA. And then now you get to use a full Majin Power team and you beat Beast Gohan in one try. No item, full Artificial Lifeform without trying. That's crazy. This Margarita, that extra damage reduction is gonna matter so much for these Jiren characters and the Topo characters who are already guarding with damage reduction. That shit is really gonna matter. Wow. Yeah, Margarita is so crazy. I can't believe they dropped Margarita next to Kawaii. Maybe I'm underselling Kawaii, but like I don't really want to use the argument, get too far into it where what am I supposed to do? Drop, you know, Team Universe 7 to put Kawaii on the team for Universe Rival Saga? It's like, of course that's foolish, but people are going to want to use other characters. Like, you don't want to just like roll out with the same 6 lineup, but I just don't think she's doing enough. Let me see what she looks like in game. I mean, certainly I don't think if she gets a couple of supers in, I think she should be able to tank normals pretty effectively. Most normals outside of like Goku and Frieza, or I mean Gogeta Blue after he supers, or Kid Buu after he supers, or Sword of Hope Trunks after he supers. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, people think that like, oh, like 900k defense is good. Like, no. She can get way higher than that, but yeah. Alright, so there's them. Wait, we don't need this anymore. And then last we have the World Tournament characters. I'm not really too high on any of these guys, I think. I mean, let me see what the Cell and Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman look like. I mean, they are supports. These two are support characters, so we'll see. Yamcha, I mean, not really too high on him, but he's a Dragon Ball Saga ticket banner character, so he's going to be really tough to get. I do think Cyborg Tao actually seems pretty effective. So, I mean, that's good. Because, you know, he does have damage reduction from bosses he supers. But he does have to get hit, which is always a menace. Because now it's like, I mean, I still... maybe I'll just give him an offensive build. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him raw defense. What's his super attack effect? 50%? No, it's 50% defense one turn, 30% defense one turn. I would say Cyborg Tao seems to be the best. But, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see about, good old Mercenary Tao. Okay. I guess Tao is stacking, though, huh? Yeah, I believe Tao is stacking, because sometimes the wording versus JP versus Global gets a little bit, you know, goofy, but, I mean, it's the same thing right here. So Tao is stacking defense. Yeah, maybe I'll just give him full additionals and crits. Dude, I really wish they would just retire this, man. I don't, it feels so frustrating trying to get hit. Because so often, you know, the enemies are most likely to line up all these attacks in slot 1. And, I mean, so often characters are not able to go with slot 1. Well, yeah, there's that. All right, let me know what you guys think of the JP data download. So again, we will be seeing this top row of characters. We got a banner and an EZA tomorrow. We have the World Tournament over the weekend. Again, I do not think we're going to see Super EZA or another EZA or anything during the celebration. I think the next stuff we would get next week will be Worldwide Countdown stuff. So, if we see Goku and Piccolo next week getting their EZA, it's probably going to be centered around the theme of the Worldwide Download Celebration. So, we will see. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.